Welcome to week 3 of our virtual summer camp. This week's theme is sports and fitness. My name is Mary Ann Wright and I'm a 4-H area educator with Lincoln University Cooperative Extension. Today we are going to be doing one of our grab and go activities from our week 3 packet. If you are participating in our camp, you should have received your packet yesterday. This is full of a lot of different worksheets and activities that all have to do with sports, fitness, and health. So today we are going to be doing our grab and go activity that can be found in the back of our packet, and it is entitled Balloon Tennis. You also should have received your kit of supplies, and if you haven't registered and you still want to participate, you surely can. We will be posting our guide sheet on our Facebook page, Pemiscot County 4-H. You can look there to find it and print it off anytime you need it. The only supplies you need for today's activity are 2 paper plates, 2 paint stirrers, and a balloon. Now you'll also need some strong tape or glue, and you might want some markers. So let's go ahead and begin our grab and go activity. So if we look at our sheet, it has our steps listed here. So if we read those, it says that we start by attaching our paint stirrer to the back of our plate using very strong tape or glue. Now if you don't have a paint stirrer, that's okay. You could use a long popsicle stick or something like that. I'm using duct tape today to secure my paint stirrer. So I'm just going to get a piece and I'm going to run it across the back of my plate. Now you'll want it to be about midway up on your plate here, so that way you have a good handle hanging down. So I have one piece, and now I'm going to cross it again with another piece of tape. Hot glue will also work really well for this if you have a hot glue gun. Once I have one of my plates finished, I'm going to go ahead and do the second. Now these plates are a little thin, and that's okay because that will work perfectly. But if you have a plate that's a little sturdier, that will also work. We just want to have a good surface that we can use as our racket. So now I have both of my plates secured here. Next is your opportunity to decorate your racket. And I am using markers, but you could use colored pencils or crayons, anything you have, and create a design on your racket. Now, I like to use colors that are very different on both of my rackets. That way, it's clear who's on what team, especially if you're playing with more than 2 players. You can make sure that your red rackets are on a team, and then you might have blue rackets that are on the other team. So just use your markers to create your design. Once you're finished, you will have something similar to this, and this is going to be the racket for your tennis game. So now all we need is a tennis ball. And we are going to be using our balloon here for our tennis ball. And this is perfect because it allows us to play this game inside the house. And we have been stuck indoors a lot lately, and so this is a fun way to have a little bit of exercise in the house without worrying about breaking anything. So I'm going to take my balloon, and the trick here is to underfill your balloon. You don't want it so full of air because then it will just be floating all around the room and it won't make as fun of a game. So I'm going to go ahead and blow this up. So that's about the size I wanted. I could put more air in there if I wanted to, but I really want it to be a reasonable size because it's also going to be playing off my rackets. So all I'm doing is tying a knot in the end of my balloon here so my air doesn't escape. Okay, and now I'm ready for a game of balloon tennis. So grab a partner and go ahead and serve your balloon ball to your partner and have a really fun time playing indoors. I encourage you to think about other games that you could play with your racket. Maybe do different variations of the game. On our guide sheet, we have a couple of suggestions here at the bottom. You might play a game of doubles, or you could change it to a game of keep away, or maybe you even want to balance the balloon on your racket to see how fast you can walk across the room. There's lots of different ways to use this simple craft. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you join me again on Thursday when our second grab and go activity for this week will post. Okay, guys, thanks so much for joining me. Bye-bye.